Yeah, so Crawley Green away Saturday down at the Brace, home of Luton Town on the AstroTurf pitch there. Good to get a game on. I think there's only one of 3 or one of 2 games on across the weekend in the Prem. So yeah, it was good to get the game on. Unfortunately, didn't fall in our favour in terms of the result, and I'll be honest, in terms of our performance. And fair play, credit to Crawley Green. They absolutely deserve the win. We didn't do enough on the day to affect them, and we didn't do enough to affect us personally. The lads had, a good chat at the end of the game. Us as a coaching staff, we sat down with them and we had a good discussion as well, and they're aware of our feelings, and we're aware of theirs as well. In terms of the game, look, chances galore again. It's kind of become a bit of a story of our season where we're creating and just not taking them, and that's not down to any individual. As a collective, we obviously are not doing enough to score enough goals this season. So, I mean, look, we had the penalty shout, which unfortunately got saved. And Jimmy Doherty then picks up the ball and we think he's going out of play, and we're a bit naive to that, and we tried to be a bit clever, and actually it stayed in. We weren't covering our channels very well, and he hits a wonder strike, cross shot, whatever it is, goes over corner off the back post and in. And fair play to him. Look, Jimmy was here, he worked really hard, he was a good player, good energy around the camp. But unfortunately, he just didn't fit into what we wanted, and unfortunately his minutes were limited, and he done the right thing to, step on and play games, and so fair play to him. It was a good finish, so well done to him there. And again, we was a bit naive in our play. We spoke at half time about what we wanted to do, and straight from the kick-off we go right back to the goalkeeper when we decide to make errors and stuff like that. So they're just creeping back into our game again, which unfortunately is not what we wanted to be doing. We spoke tactically, clearly, with a plan of what we wanted to do. We get one-on-ones and we don't score them. They get a one-on-one and Joe Hankins slots them in, which he's been doing that for many years. I've known Joe for a long time, and he gets his one-on-one opportunity, he takes it, puts them 2-0 up, and we just fail to impact the game after that. Now, whether we lose Ethan early on in the first half after a few minutes, and we had to move some players about, so that might have affected us in terms of what we've worked on in training, in terms of personality, communication, the combinations between our left side of the pitch and the right side of the pitch. That potentially might have affected us, but look, we had enough in the tank to come away with 3 points there, but we completely undelivered. So that's taken nothing away from Crawley Green. Like I said, fully deserved of the 3 points. But over the last 2 games, St Pantilimon, Crawley Green, we looked at a return of 4 out of 6. And either way, whether it's beating Crawley or beating St Pantilimon, we wanted 4 points, and to come away from them 2 games with 1 point is a bit disappointing. So room to improve, things to work on, and we just move on to Saturday. So looking at the squad, there's not much has changed, thank God, in terms of extra injuries. Again, like I said, we lost Ethan. He felt a little hamstring issue in the warm-up, but then he was okay to play. Within the first few minutes of the game, he went to clear a ball and decided not to risk it. He felt that little twinge again, and so we had to make the change. So he's back in training tonight. You'll see the physio. If he's cleared to train, he'll be in. Back training again with a full squad. Long-term injuries, again, they still remain the same. James Lauder's on his way back. He should be back imminently. But apart from that, the squad is looking, again, healthy. But look, there's going to be rotation now. So, players who have undelivered will potentially be left at home or left on the bench. Now, it's completely up to them how they want this to go. We've given them enough credit, enough chances. Now they need to start paying us back, whether that's with psychology in terms of that corner, in terms of socially in that corner, physically playing well and doing what they should be doing tactically, then we can't leave them out. So it's up to them now to start showing us why they deserve to be in the 11, let alone the 16. So yeah, apart from that, everyone else is fit and healthy and raring to go. So yeah, look, Real Bedford, top of the league, haven't lost, or I think they're on an 11 match win streak in division. including some wins in the cup competitions. So we're looking forward to hosting them. Now, yeah, first time we played against them, but it's not a team that we're, let's say, unassociated with. So obviously we've got a few players in there who played previously against us, some players in there who, you know, we looked at in the summer, albeit it didn't pay off for us, which, you know, that's part of the game. It is what it is. Again, Rob, the manager, we know really well, who was down here coaching before when Joe and that first came into the door. And we know obviously a few of the players who potentially could have been here or were here and, you know, have moved on to pastures new. So we're looking forward to playing them. Look, it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a game of two teams tactically trying to outwit each other, technically strong, technically physical side. And again, I think the game will be won and lost in the psychological corner. You know, can we keep our heads? Can we keep our focus? Can we keep our attention on the important thing, which is the 3 points? Not getting involved in shenanigans, not getting involved in things that are outside of control. Tactically take the game to them, physically be stronger, tactically be better, and psychologically be switched on to winning the game. Now, look, it's not going to be easy. Again, look, we looked at the past of whoever we're playing against in this division. The league's got harder. You know, the league's got harder, and you can see that now. There's so many teams competing at the highest level. Now we want to be up there. Now we're miles from it at the minute, but it's not over for us. There's plenty of time to go. Lots of games to play, lots of points to be won, and yeah, looking forward to hopefully starting that journey to climbing the table on Saturday against Real Bedford.